field of 9 3-year-olds make their way out for the 30th running of the Grade 2 $250,000 Oak Tree Derby. This race formerly known as the Volante Handicap prior to 1997, and some great horses have run in this race and not won it. Cigar finished second in this race in 1993. John Henry ran third in this race back in 1978. A couple other good horses named Alphabet Soup and Sonny's Halo also finished second in this race. So a lot of really nice horses have run in this race over the years. And Carol, in the field this year, a very strong one headed by Prime Timber. He's the favorite, but I don't know if you go by the history of this race, if that's a good sign.
Certainly isn't, Kurt. Historically, the favorites haven't fared well in this race. It used to be known as the Volante Handicap, and Prime Timber, according to trainer Bob Baffert, had lost a few days with a foot abscess following his effort on the grass. But with the bruises in his feet that he's had in the past, Baffert figured the turf would be a good place for him. And by the looks of his last race, it certainly has panned out to be so.
Carolyn, how concerned is Bob that he might not be fit enough for this race, tackling stakes company, missing a few days?
Well, fitness is always a question with horses like this, especially when you're facing this caliber. And one horse who definitely looked good in this field is Mula Gula. He's very big and scopy. I would certainly describe him as scopy, a powerful looking sort for trainer Jerry Hollendorfer.
The horses for the 8th and featured event, the Grade 2 Oak Tree Derby, now coming onto the track. No changes in today's Oak Tree Derby. It does start the late double. Number 4 is Mula Gula. He's owned by Stephen Gula. His trainer is Jerry Hollendorfer, and in the irons is Gary Stevens. Rhapsodist in the center, an Outstanding Hero going into the inside gate. They're the first two to load. Super Quercus coming up. Rhapsodist getting restless in the gate. Rhapsodist settling down. Eagleton goes in. Mandar in the blue. Good fellow Robin on the outside. Mula Gula in the white blinkers. Two left to load. Fighting Falcon second last.
One on the outside, guys. One to go.
And Prime Timber to the outside gate. Goes in. All set for the Oak Tree Derby. Oh, way to go. Outstanding Hero broke just a little awkward, but comes away quickly and gets the early lead. Mula Gula in the white blinkers right there, and Fighting Falcon on the grandstand side. Eagleton in the white at the rail, a joint fourth. Prime Timber coming over from the outside gate, just in behind the leaders. They've been followed by Goodfellow Robin and Rhapsodist down at the rail. Mandar in the blue on the outside of them, and Super Quercus is last, 10 off the leaders. They come past the stands first time round, and Fighting Falcon winging out here. Fighting Falcon opening up in the Derby to lead it by 4 lengths. Outstanding Hero second. Mula Gula's in third. Eagleton along the inside is fourth, and here's Prime Timber fifth, 7 lengths off that leader. Rhapsodist scraping the paint alongside of him, and then back to Goodfellow Robin. Mandar is second last, and Super Quercus is last, 14 off these leaders. Down the backstretch they go, and Fighting Falcon clear by 2 lengths. Outstanding Hero racing second, and Mula Gula very comfortable in third. Eagleton at the rail fourth. Prime Timber is fifth. They've taken closer order now. Prime Timber is 5 off the leader. Rhapsodist racing up between those two. They followed by Mandar. Super Quercus starts to pick it up. 9 off the leaders, and Goodfellow Robin's dropped out last. 3/8 to go in the Oak Tree Derby, and it's still Fighting Falcon, but he's getting pressure now. Mula Gula moving up smartly on the outside. Outstanding Hero between them. Eagleton fourth. Prime Timber coming with his run extreme outside, then Rhapsodist and Mandar. Homeward bound Fighting Falcon at the rail. Mula Gula right up alongside of them. Eagleton on the outside of that. Prime Timber, Super Quercus trying to get involved late, but Mula Gula bursts away now, and Mula Gula the leader. Super Quercus, Eagleton and Mandar chase him home, but Mula Gula takes the Oak Tree Derby from Eagleton, close for third between Mandar and Super Quercus. Full unofficial result now up. The winner, number 4, Mula Gula. Second place went to number 3, Eagleton. Third was number 2, Super Quercus. And fourth, number 6, Mandar. That result is now official. Oak Tree once again welcomes to the winner's circle today actress Vivica A. Fox. She'll make the presentation to the winning connections of Mula Gula for today's Oak Tree Derby. Now entering that winner's circle is number 4, Mula Gula. He's a 3-year-old bay colt by Lil E.T. out of Nightan. He's owned by Stephen Gula. The winning trainer is Jerry Hollendorfer, and the winning rider, Gary Stevens. Gary Stevens getting his 3rd winner on the afternoon. Mula Gula was bred in Kentucky by Jim Plemons. Yeah, the payouts for the Oak Tree Derby, that exactor on 4 and 3 pays $26.40. The $2 Quinella, $33.80. The $1 trifecta, $181.80. And this pick 3 was worth $827.60.
Mula Gula makes it 2 consecutive graded stakes victories as he takes the Grade 2 Oak Tree Derby under jockey Gary Stevens for trainer Jerry Hollendorfer and owner Steve Gula. First of all, Gary, 3rd win on this afternoon's card. You're riding exceptionally well, but you were riding a horse in a race that appeared to be a little bit of a paceless race. How did you approach the pace scenario before the race was run?
Well, I worked him the other morning, and he was looking around a little bit with me. I would have rather not went to the lead with him, and Chris's horse went out there and showed some good pace early on. I had Eddie D just in front of me, giving me something else to run at, and I'd watched his previous races, and he looked like to me a colt that really doesn't know what he's doing yet. Even his last race, his last win up there was very impressive, and he's got one way to go, and that's up. I mean, he's still learning how to do it, and you know, it was a pleasure to ride him.
Gary, he's a big, grand-looking colt. Is he as grand to sit on as he is to look at?
Yeah, and I mean, the amazing part, I was going to tell Steve here in a minute, but I might as well tell him now that he really doesn't know what he's doing. I mean, when he matures and fills out, he's still a little light behind, and he's got some room to grow up, but he's a nice colt, and he should go on and do some good things in the future.
All right, congratulations, and a good day for you.
Thanks, Carla.
Now we're standing by with the winning connections here, the owners of Mula Gula, and I understand there's an interesting story about how this $6,000 purchase came around.
You want me to tell you the story?
Please.
Well, basically, I never really wanted to get into horse racing, and I reluctantly bought this colt at Fasig-Tipton as a weanling for $6,000, and the rest is history. I'm just thrilled to have it.
$6,000 purchase. Now he's earned nearly $400,000, and you're joined by a couple of others here.
Oh, this is my father, Ben Gula, and my mom, Beatrice, from Seattle, Washington, and they're absolutely thrilled to be here today.
Nice win this afternoon. Will you go on to the Hollywood Derby from here?
Oh, absolutely. We are basically our game plan was that if the horse finished first, second, or third, we wanted to move on, take the next step, and the horse seems to continuously getting better and improving. So we're very much looking forward to the Hollywood Derby.
All right. Congratulations this afternoon, and a fun win for all of you as well.
Thanks a lot, and we're so happy we kind of express ourselves so much.
Well done.
Take care.
The Northwest Invasion Mula Gula, 2 consecutive graded stakes victories. He takes the Oak Tree Derby in nice fashion. Gary Stevens, 3 wins on the card. Stay tuned for the replay.